We are live on the Soul Lounge on WHCR.org. This is the Night Watchman, and I am pleased to have as my guests from the Negro Ensemble Company, Charles Weldon and Marie McKinney. How are you, Charles and Marie?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
And I wanted to have you both on because I know that NEC has been carrying on our cultural legacy in terms of African American theater here in the New York City area, and I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Oh, great! Yeah, there's a lot of things happening at NEC. I'm really excited these days. We've discovered some plays that we're calling the Lost Plays of NEC Archives, and NEC was and is the place where emerging playwrights came and they sent their plays and they got them done, and so there's a lot there. It's amazing. So we're presenting some of those plays and some scenes from those plays on November 14th. That's Friday at 7 p.m. at Harlem School of the Arts, and that's in connection with our NEC rep. And then also very exciting, there's a class there's a group that's also doing the slave narratives. That's on November 13th. They've written their own slave narratives, and that's also at Harlem School of the Arts, November 13th. That's a Thursday, and the Lost Plays on the 14th, both at 7 o'clock on near 141st Street and St. Nicholas Avenue. And then there's some other things happening too. We have just been nominated, woohoo, for the Adelco Award, the 36th annual Adelco Award for We Be Army for Best Play and also
Best
for
Ensemble and Best Choreography.
Yes, and that's so exciting. What a life-changing piece. And wasn't that amazing, Charles?
Yes, it was. I mean, it's always good to be nominated, especially, I mean, it just kind of gives you some kind of identification for your work,
Well, Charles, obviously NEC has been doing some great work for some time. Back from when the days when Douglas Turner Ward and I guess it was Robert Hooke's apartment that they broke the wall down and started.
Yeah, it was Bobby's apartment, and he opened it up for, and they had workshops up in there and stuff. And that's kind of how it all started. And then when Douglas wrote Day of Absence, and they put that on, that kind of just really blew it up, because that's when the Ford Foundation came in, gave him at that time $1 million grant, and we didn't look back for a long time until the Congress changed the rules and Reagan came in. But for a long time, I came aboard in 1970 when I came here. Actually, I came into New York with Muhammad Ali, and when they took his championship belt, and he had to make money, so he was in a play that I was doing in San Francisco called Big Time Buck White, which was a musical that Oscar Brown Jr. wrote, and we did it on Broadway, and that's what brought me here to New York, and that's when I heard about the Negro Ensemble Company. I went and auditioned, and the rest is history, basically.
Really?
Artistic director for like going into my 5th year. And I did it to bring it back because it was just kind of like fading away, and all the great actors that I worked with along the way were passing away, and I just thought I wanted to do something to hold on to that history, So that's why that just motivated me to get more involved with it. And then when the board of directors asked me to be the artistic director, I reluctantly thought about it for about 6 months before I took it.
Are you glad you took it now?
I'll be honest with you, Bob. Basically, I'm an actor, man. I really love acting and directing, and when I took this position with the company, I envisioned acting and directing, but this is about schmoozing, man. This is about going out and raising funds and trying to keep this theater company afloat. So it's a whole other job description from what I envisioned, So it's not that I'm disillusioned or anything, because But still, that is what artistic directors have to do these days. If you want to keep this theater company afloat, especially with this crunch coming on of the economic situation that the country is in, it's going to be tough. But I don't know. I don't regret it, to answer your question.
How do you feel about the new generation of actors that are coming through NEC now?
Oh, they're marvelous. They are marvelous, and they keep coming too. I mean, they come from all over the country. I get scripts from all over the place. I got a pile of scripts. There's no way I can read all that, so I try to pass it off to different interns and ask them to read them and give me a written synopsis of what they think about it. And then when I feel like it's something that I would be interested in, then I'll pick it up and read it. As far as the showcases are concerned that you just told you about at the Harlem School of the Arts, these are the young actors that are in the acting classes, and we don't just have them in the acting classes. I mean, Marie teaches them, and in the interim, at the end of the 10 weeks, we make sure that they put on a showcase, and they can invite agents, family, whatever, So then they can put whatever they learn to the test, and that's kind of what this is all about. So they just don't walk away and think they've finished. No, you want to now get on the stage and try it out. So I think that's the way I like to do it.
It's a marvelous opportunity. I actually get to work directly with Charles Welding. That's amazing, and other alumni from Negro Ensemble Company. Just that is worth it. And we have such marvelous actors. Sam Encarnacion and Kimberly Craig, and and Clinton Lowe, and a bunch of people that are just so marvelous.
Yeah, these are all new actors.
Can you tell the listeners once more, give them the dates again and the times for those showcases?
Sure. The showcases are on November 13th is the slave narrative one with their original slave narratives written by the performers, 7 o'clock at Harlem School of the Arts. And then on Friday, November 14th, that's at 7 p.m., we are presenting unprecedented the Lost Plays of NEC Archives. These are plays that were found, and they're just marvelous by known writers, by unknown writers. Just really exciting. And then also we have on November 18th at 8 p.m. the Emerging Classic Playwriting Series, and that is headed up by Leslie Lee, who's an award-winning playwright. He just had it's going away from me.
The First Breeze of Summer, which just played in association with the Signature Theater. They're doing a whole season of historical Negro Ensemble Company plays. And Leslie Lee's was the first one, which was the First Breeze of Summer. Leslie Uggams and Ruben Santiago Hudson directed it. And it was a big hit. They extended it for almost a month. The next one coming up over there is Home, from Samard Williams' play. And the last one is Charlie Fuller's play called Zoo Man and the Sign. And Charlie Fuller, of course, is the Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright for the Soldier's Play, with Denzel Washington and Samuel L. Jackson and Adolph Caesar and all those guys.
Didn't he also do Blues for Broken Tongue, too?
Yeah, Leslie did. That was his first. That was the first play that I did as the artistic director. Was Leslie Lee's play, was this Blues for a Broken Tongue, which was a 3-character play about an opera diva, and it all took place in the dressing room. Actually, she would always come back in from the stage and be griping about her leading man, and it's written very well.
I want to thank both of you guys for coming on, and thank you and all of the staff at NEC for continuing the legacy. You can find out more information about NEC at www.necinc.org. Once again, Marie McKinney, Charles Weldon, thank you so much for being
on. And you can call 212-582-5860. That's the office there.
thanks for joining us on the Soul Lounge on WH.
Appreciate it, my friend.